Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Friday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard, and we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics and beyond. We appreciate all of you out there joining us this afternoon, whether that be on 105.1 The Lake or Charter Channel 3, or several different stations around the state of Alabama on Spectrum Cable, or Facebook Live. We appreciate you so much and would love to interact with you in some way today. If you'd like to comment on any of the things that we talk about, or maybe just bring up a new topic, dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page, that's Sports with a Z, and comment away. A lot to talk about today, of course. We've been talking about this week Auburn's trip to Gainesville, Florida. Brett will actually be there in Gainesville, in the Swamp, taking that game 2:30 on CBS tomorrow afternoon. First time that Auburn has traveled to the Swamp since 2007. That was actually a good trip for Auburn. A very highly ranked Florida team, I think number 3 in the country. Auburn rolls in after having lost 2 games early that season. I think they were 2-2, but actually played a very good game. End up winning on a game-winning field goal to close it out.
2 of them.
2 of them by Wes Byram. But we'll talk about that game. We'll break it down a little bit further. We'll do a little over or under, as we like to do on Fridays. We'll talk about anything you'd like to talk about. And Jason Caldwell, our old friend from Inside the Auburn Tigers, will join us in the final segment of today's show. So be sure to stay tuned for that. We'll also like to always remind you that we're brought to you by Russell Do-It Center. For all your building supply needs, home decor tools, whatever it might be, you go and check out Russell Do-It Center. There's a location close to you if you live in the central Alabama area. They've got 9, maybe 10 locations now, with one beautiful new facility there in Auburn on Shug Jordan across from Publix. Also brought to you by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. Actually, now is the time to refinance and save money while rates are low, maybe even going lower as the year goes on. So you need to give them a call. You need to sit down, find out what your interest rate is. I bet you they can find you a lower one. That's their job. That's what they do. And it doesn't matter if it's your first mortgage or you've had a home for quite a while. Maybe you're looking into a reverse mortgage. You're at the end of your career and looking into retirement. They can help you out with each and every situation that you might have. 256-397-0248. 256-397-0248. That's Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. We will talk about Auburn and Florida a good bit on today's show, but first, we do like to, be a little bit varied on this show, and we are big Braves fans on this show. The Braves open up the NLDS yesterday in Atlanta. Everything seems to be going according to plan. Atlanta takes a 3-1 lead into the, I guess it was the 8th inning. They call on one of their relievers that they had brought in for just such an occasion. And Martin, maybe strained oblique, I guess warming up, cannot pitch. Enters Luke Jackson. He gives up a couple of runs. Mark Melanson,
he's the one that
is asked to try to have a 2-inning save, cannot do it. Braves come back, make it very interesting as they always do, but Cardinals win game 1, 7-6.
primary thing that comes to my mind is choke. And they had the opportunity to score some more runs early in the game to kind of put it up, to put the distance between them, and they didn't do it. And the Braves bullpen, although it has been doing a lot better coming down the stretch, we've seen it rear its ugly head throughout the season, and it did it again at the wrong time yesterday. And I'm going to kind of pin a little bit of this one on Brian Snitker. I don't know what the deal is with one guy an inning trying to get a guy in there for 3 outs and then get another one in there for 3 outs and all that. I mean, you go out and get Shane Green for a reason. You know, you pay him a lot of money for a reason. He and Freed pitched well, I thought, yesterday.
Very well.
And then you pull them while they're in the groove. And so then something happens, and like you said, Martin strains an oblique, and then you got to rush Luke Jackson on the field, and he's got to warm up on the mound out, you know, instead of in the bullpen. And he had a bad outing, couldn't get out, you know, and then Melanson just got torched. Gave up 5 hits and 4 runs, but the Braves come back and fight back. Had an opportunity. If Albies had been called safe, the game would have been tied because Freddie Freeman comes up and hits one out in the water in center field. And it just, again, the Braves lost that game. They gave that one totally away. They're still capable of winning this series, obviously. If they lose today, they're not going to win it, obviously. If they lose today, you can stick a fork in them. But they have not led in a series since 2002, I believe, in the playoffs. Have not had a series lead since 2002. And it's you got to break out of this slump or this snide at some point in time.
I will say this. I mean, look, I think it was incredibly bad luck for Martin to come up, like, you know, because it was set up and the Braves were in perfect position. You bring him in the 8th inning, and he has been very good. You throw Luke Jackson out there, and you get what you get. I mean, you know, Goldschmidt hits one that goes into orbit. I mean, and
I don't think anybody's ever hit one over there.
I mean, it was, but
that far.
I feel again. I
the
think
mistake was made taking Freed and Shane Green out. That's what the mistake
you play
was.
it differently if you know Martin's not available. Well, but you think he is available to pitch that inning.
What does it matter?
Because he's your setup guy.
I understand.
For your closer. So it worked. It was supposed to, and it would have worked out right if all things were
why
equal.
even bring Freed in to begin with? I mean, Freed's a starter. He's got plenty of innings. He's built for that. He was dealing. I mean, just get a comment here. Scott said, why didn't we run Freed out there again? He said he just repeated exactly what I said.
Again, I say, if Martin's not available, you do. But you think Martin is available, so you keep Freed.
How about let's ride a hot hand? How about, man, that's working. Let's stick with it. You know, you are allowed to make adjustments in the game.
Sure.
You know, you can have a game plan. I get it. That's the blueprint for every manager in a ball game, right? Let's get 6 innings or 7 innings out of our starter. Then we'll bring our setup guy in the 8th, and then we'll bring our closer in the 9th. Well, who came up with that? Brian Snitker didn't come up with that plan. That's been going on since the start of time, since they've been playing the game. So I understand it's bad luck, but that's kind of what happens in playoff games sometimes. But when Freed's out there throwing well, and you know he's a starter, he's got endurance, leave him in there. You know, leave him in there and let him pitch another inning or two. It ain't going to hurt him. And then let's get to the back side of the game. And, you know, you can question it, all this and that, but I said on the text thread with all this last night, I said Brian Snitker's been doing this all year.
Well, I mean, maybe the thinking is we're only going to pitch Freed for 1 inning because he's going to come back and start game 5 if we need it. I mean, I'm sure he's thinking ahead in some way, and he's got a plan. And all these
if he
things
keeps managing like this, it'll be a game 5, or at least he'll hope
there'll
be a game 5.
At this point, I may be hoping there's going to be a game.
Exactly, but I feel where you're coming from on that, but I just think that and this is what happens in baseball more than it does any sport, I think.
You do get regimented.
You daggum overthink stuff sometimes, and you take yourself out. I just don't know. Shane Green was supposed to be a closer. It didn't work out, but since he's been relegated to what his role is, he's embraced it, and he's done well in this. So
we may need to put him at closer.
If the first game is important. I mean, obviously, it's. I mean, they're all important, but the first game's important. You do what you can to win. They were doing that. Whether Freed goes 2 or 3 innings, it's fine. They've got it set up how they want to finish the series out, starting pitching. And if you get to game 5, you're gonna throw everybody anyway. You're gonna do everything you can because there ain't a game after that one. So who are you saving? I just think that was. I'm gonna put that one on Snitker a little bit. I mean, I think he had And like you said, he was probably following his game plan, but wrenches are thrown in sometimes, and that was a wrench.
I agree. He pulled Kite a little early, I think. But again, the Braves were up 3-1 going to the 8th inning with their setup guy coming in. If he gets 3 up, 3 down, Melanson gets 3 up, 3 down, we're not talking about this. But that didn't happen. Anyway, the Dodgers show you what a team is supposed to do.
Well, the Dodgers yawned
in an opening game.
I
They go out and win 6-0, ho hum.
and they were yawning.
I mean, guys hitting home runs. They just do what they do.
They're the best team in the National League.
There's no
I'd like to
question.
challenge them in the National League Championship Series. We got to get past St. Louis, and I'd just like to build on some momentum. Some comments real quick before we go to first break. Jerry said, "How about no Luke Jackson today? Melanson's pitches were good pitches. They just hit them." Patrick said, "I don't trust any teams in Atlanta."
One,
yeah, I got you. And then JJ said the issue to me was pulling a veteran on 74 pitches, and that's kind of the trend in baseball now. Yeah. You ain't gonna get a guy past 7. There's no complete game.
That is a good point. I mean, Melanson had 2 guys at 0-2 counts and threw curveballs, and they just hit 'em. I mean, how in the world? They just hit them right down the lines. I mean,
they're asking about Acuna too. We'll hit it when we come back.
Yeah. We are up against our first break here on the Auburn Blitz, but don't go anywhere. We'll take your comments, and we'll talk about Auburn and Florida in Gainesville this Saturday when we come back right after this.
The Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales in Opelika has the largest selection of prestige cars, trucks, and SUVs in Central and East Alabama, all with financing available, little to no money down, and extended warranties. Get pre-qualified in under 2 minutes, online or from your mobile device at GillsPrestigeOnline.com. It's the Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales, 1430 Gateway Drive in Opelika.
Lake Martin Building Supply, located on Dayville Road in Alexander City. Owners Tiffany and Michael Huff believe in constantly improving their inventory for you. From deer corn, feeders, to Valspar paint, to top quality lumber and RV section, Lake Martin Building Supply welcomes each customer that comes through the door with a warm hello and a pleasant goodbye, and a come back to see us real soon. That's Lake Martin Building Supply, Dayville Road. Call today, 256-234-5500.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Hidley Towers is an affordable senior citizen community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East, where spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living, where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more about Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552, for your family at Hidley Towers. That's 256-329-0552.
Alex City Marines, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, and the Yerkes invite you by to see what they have available today. The 2020 Manitous and Landaus are in, and boy, are they gorgeous. Also, some great deals on demos. Take advantage of that while they last. Alex City Marine also is doing shrink wrapping, storage. Get in line now. In fact, call this number, 256-215-FISH. Alex City Marine, Alex City.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 45 more minutes in today's show. Auburn Blitz serving as pregame to the ALDS today, as the Rays and the Astros will be playing at 1 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, but the Braves at 3:30 today.
And only on Auburn Blitz can several of our watchers and viewers get into an argument over soccer.
Yeah.
So, and that's what's going on now. And we'll read some of those comments coming in because we started the whole first segment on the Braves and how they kind of tanked it out. Scott said, what do you think about Acuna not running hard out of the box? He's just going to be that guy. I mean, this happened earlier in the year. They addressed it, and he did it again. Freddie Freeman voiced his frustrations in the post game in the locker room, and sometimes guys just go, well, you know, he's who he's going to be, and we got to accept the positives and hope the positives outweigh the negatives.
It probably cost the Braves a run, though.
It definitely cost the Braves a run.
That has got to be. You can't let those kind of things just go. Something's going to have to be said to him, or something.
It makes you mad as a teammate and as a fan when you know a guy with the potential of Ronald Acuna when he doesn't give his all while he's out there. When he loafs, and it don't matter who it is, somebody of that talent, when they don't give 100%, it makes you, it upsets you. And I think that's what Freddie Freeman, I don't think anybody can ever question Freddie Freeman not going hard when he goes out on the field. So that's kind of where we are with that. Atlanta, Patrick said he don't trust any Atlanta team. Justin said Patrick United finished the job last year. They were talking about, soccer's the number 4 sport in America, Patrick said. And Justin said for now. And Patrick said, well, who's going to jump them? What sport are they going to jump? Now Justin's jumped in and said basketball's about 30 days away. So we're changing the tune a little bit. So
well, our advertisers are happy because G says that all the way from Statesboro, Georgia, can't stop humming A&M Plumbing.
How about that?
It's a catchy tune.
It is a catchy tune. That should be food for thought.
Absolutely.
There on our
number 7, Auburn traveling to number 10, Gainesville. Both teams undefeated. This is the marquee matchup, really, in the SEC. I guess it's the marquee matchup of the whole country. I mean, you got Iowa and Michigan,
nobody cares. Can you think of a more boring game? Just Iowa, Michigan. Can you think about just slow everything in the game?
I can think of a worse game, Indiana and Rutgers,
I mean, it just those two teams are typical Big Ten, big boys, slow, everything slow motion kind of deal. The Florida-Auburn game, Auburn has been fortunate. There is a positive to a tough schedule when you're winning.
Yeah.
You're the prime time, boy, when you're doing well. As long as you keep winning, you're going to get the prime time slot. Auburn now, Oregon, Texas A&M, and now this game here in 6 weeks of the season, half of them have been Auburn in the main spotlight.
And Auburn has risen to the challenge.
They have.
And by that, and by doing that, and by it being so many eyes on those games, Auburn's gotten so much more credit across the country. So many different people I've seen that said, "Hey, look, Auburn's got the best resume in the country." And they're
this
not wrong.
No, they don't. They do. And you start, and I know some of it may be a little bit, over the top right now, but you've got a lot of pundits out there in their first 5, they got Auburn 1-2. Because they've said, well, they're the only team that's really been tested to this point over and over. They've met multiple tests, a couple on the road, one a neutral site, one at Texas A&M. I don't know how good Texas A&M is going to end up being, but it's always tough to go to Kyle Field. You want to get a win there. Yes, Scott, I am going to Gainesville. Looking forward to it. Patrick said so far 95% of all the games have been boring. It's been a real exciting start to the season, and this is another kind of week. There's just not very many good games.
There's not a lot of good games this week. That's
Alabama's in a bye, so they don't play, and Auburn will be in a bye next week.
Yeah.
So you're right. Here's what Gary asked me this morning on his show. He said it's kind of like Alabama just needed to get to this bye week. Even though they haven't played a lot of tough competition, the heat's been rough, it's been brutal, it's just good. And Auburn's right here too. It's kind of like running a marathon. The last couple miles are the toughest, but you want to finish because all of what you've done before, you don't want to throw it all away here at the end. So if you can get to 6-0 and get that break, you can go hard for 60 minutes in this game, knowing that you got a break next week.
Yeah. As we've kind of been talking about for the last several weeks, been looking around the country, inside the Auburn Tigers has 53 different pundits and prognosticators around the country have predicted Auburn and Florida. 36 pick Auburn to win, 17 to pick Florida to win. That's kind of go back to Auburn getting so much more credit and so much more belief in a lot of people around the country because they've seen them play, they've seen them get better. And oddly enough, it just goes to when you read some of these, when you read doing this, what we do every day, you get an appreciation. Sometimes somebody asks you about a game and you don't know anything about it.
No.
You just kind of make up what you use some generalities or whatever. But
oh yeah,
you look at some of these and some people say, well, the reason they might pick Florida is because, I believe more in Kyle Trask. I think he'll do over a freshman on the road. Kyle Trask has played like 2 games. Bo Nix played more than he has.
That's
he's
what
a
I'm saying.
veteran.
He got thrown into the fire in Kentucky. So, no, I like the matchup. I really do. The matchup predictor on ESPN's app is 53% to Auburn, 46% to.
So there you go. There's another one.
That's it. So, ESPN predicting Auburn to go on the road. And so that's where a lot of people feel like this game. And if Auburn doesn't turn the ball over and do stuff to kill themselves, I think just even Steven, everybody playing their game, Auburn wins by a couple touchdowns. I just feel that way. So,
well, what's your prediction out there? Go ahead and get those scores in. We already got a few coming in. We'll do a little over or under when we come back. Another break here on the Auburn Blitz. Don't go anywhere.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace. Smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533 6758. Go straight to the source. Sign Source.
Lex Wedgeworth has been the most trusted pest control for generations, and now with EnviroCare, you can expect the same high standards for all your pest control needs. EnviroCare's exclusive Centricon termite colony elimination system provides the industry standard to protect your home or business. EnviroCare's Centricon system protects your home year-round. Call the professionals at EnviroCare throughout East Central Alabama for a free estimate. Nobody cares like EnviroCare, the next generation of full pest control for your home or business.
WOTM, your TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Hawks Foundations. This week's matchup will feature the Thorsby Rebels versus the Fayetteville Wolves. Stay with WOTM through the postseason for live games all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the home of AHSAA Super 7, live from Jordan Hare.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
At Mortgage Pro, we won't be able to finance a new car or new boat. We can't open you a checking account. Mortgage Pro specializes in mortgage loans. If you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, the only way to go is Mortgage Pro. We can close in 15 days or less. We can offer the best rates in the mortgage industry. And we can waive appraisal fees on any new loan from September 1st until December 31st. Call Mortgage Pro today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for just about 30 more minutes in today's show. As it is Friday, we'd like to do a little over or under, looking at the upcoming game of the week. We actually, for the last couple of weeks, I put the total yardage for Auburn at 425 yards. Auburn averaging now 454, so that would be below their average. But Florida's defense, one of the better ones, number three in the SEC, number 17 in the country, only allowing 281 total yards. So 425. Is that too much to ask for Auburn?
They ain't played anybody.
They have not.
So I'm gonna say over.
Auburn having you go back and look again. Gus Malzahn versus Noel Todd Grantham.
Oh yeah.
400 plus yards average last several.
I'm gonna go with over. I'm gonna say we're gonna make it.
I would love to see that. I think if they do that, Auburn wins handily, like you say.
I'm kind of
200 yards rushing for Auburn. They're actually averaging 251. Florida only averaging, giving up 86.8 yards per game. 200 yards rushing.
Combined with everybody is.
Team, yeah.
Yep.
You like that. Again, if Auburn gets 200 yards rushing, this will be a good day for the Tigers. Yep. 120 yards rushing for Florida. They average 141 a game. Auburn only averages giving up 95. 120 yards rushing for the Gators.
Well, considering that LaMichael Pirine is just burning up the woods right now, running torch and everything he runs. He's got 55 carries, 197 yards on the season. I'm gonna say under. I think they're gonna force Florida to be one-dimensional. So I'm gonna go under.
I like that. I'll definitely go under on this one as well. I like that's the matchup I think I like the most.
Yep.
Is Auburn's front seven versus Florida's offensive line.
Yeah.
250 yards passing for the Gators. They are averaging 288 yards.
If they have any type of success at all, they're going to have to throw for that because they ain't going to get squat on the ground. So I'm going to go over.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will probably go over as well, but I'm going to say slightly.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I ain't saying they're going to pass for 350. I mean, it's going to be around the 250 mark, somewhere hovering around.
Scott says no way Florida rushes for 120. Not even 100, he says. He's calling
that's probably
big time under.
I feel confident that Auburn's going to look. The blueprint for Auburn and all these other teams that got to play Auburn, they're going to look at them and say, look, we got to pass to beat this team. Running into that wall all night ain't going to work.
Yeah.
So they got great linemen, great linebackers. We got to be able to throw to loosen that up a little bit, and if we can't throw, we're going to get beat, and I think they understand that. So the success for teams are going to have to come through the air. I mean, look at Texas A&M, and look at what they were able to do. They weren't able to run the football, but they were able to throw it, but they were one-dimensional, so it worked out.
100 yards rushing for Boobie Whitlow. Here's the interesting thing. You know, we talked about he hasn't been as impressive. He is actually on pace to run for 1,000 yards.
Yeah, I saw his total numbers. And,
is that not crazy? Now, granted, he needs to have a good.
He's had a 55 and a 67-yard game.
He had the 150-yard game.
This is kind of a game where you probably jump on his bat and let him run. I'm gonna say he gets close to the 100-yard rushing mark.
Close to it. Slightly under.
You're probably. Maybe doesn't get 100.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over. I think he has a good day. 100 yards receiving for any Auburn receiver. Does any Auburn receiver get 100 yards? Seth Williams had a really good game.
I don't think so. I think it'll be spread around.
Yeah, I would go.
I don't think any one receiver. If it is, it's probably going to be Seth Williams. Patrick said he thinks Florida will run for over 120 with Emory Jones in there. So
with the Emory Jones package.
6
touches for Anthony Schwartz. Over or under?
Under.
Going under. We get an under from the booth as well.
Yeah.
5 touches? 4 touches?
Probably somewhere around in there.
I would love to see 7 touches for him.
About 10.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with 8 to 10. He's Auburn's most explosive player. I don't think there's any doubt about that. 3 sacks for Florida. They're averaging almost 5 a game. But Bo Nix, tough to sack.
I don't see it. I'm going to go under.
Under for 3 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 0.5 interceptions for Auburn.
So that means 1.
If they sack him, it's because he ran.
Well, maybe. I'm gonna go over.
We will get an interception.
Yeah, because I think the way they're gonna throw it, I think Trask is gonna be forced to make some bad decisions.
And I think he's gonna have to put it up 40 times.
He is. And there's gonna be a lot of opportunity.
There'll be an all-out opportunity. 2 fumbles for the Auburn Tigers. I think we're averaging about 4 a game. Now we may not lose them, but
man, it needs to be under.
Yeah.
Thought you said to say something else. I was like, yeah, exactly. They need to be. It needs to be under.
Yeah. Even if they don't lose them, we need to quit fumbling the football.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I mean, that'd be nice.
How about just hold on to it?
Both teams basically averaging 50% on third down. Auburn 49.3, Florida at dead even 50%. 45% on third down for either team, over under. Against these two defenses.
We're going to go over.
Think so? You like us being over 50% on third down. Florida, under.
Under.
48 total points.
48 total points. Let's see. I'm going to go with I'm going to go under. I'm going to say it's going to be under. I really
Lower scoring game in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think there's going to be some defense in it, but I think it's going to go under. But it's going to be right there at it. I mean, again, it's a good number.
We have had some, obviously last week nobody thought it was going to be. Not a lot of people last week thought it was going to be over 50, but turned out to be a pretty high-scoring game. This one, on the road, two good defenses. I could see it being under.
G said he still didn't see Florida with much offense.
We're up against another break here on the Auburn Blitz, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Find everything you need for the perfect
Hi, I'm Kurt Bowman, General Manager of Vaden Toyota. We'd like to announce our new lifetime warranty on any new Toyota.
Hashtag lifetime warranty. Hashtag we love our customers.
It can be used nationwide at no additional cost.
Hashtag customer service.
So come on by and let us show you
the Vaden way.
Hashtag maintenance matters.
Hashtag totally awesome.
Vaden Toyota of Sylacauga, just a short drive from home or online.
Hashtag your neighborhood dealership.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Expect it or not, the loss of a loved one is difficult. Put your family first by planning ahead. This is Joseph Dean, new owner of Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers. We are a full-service funeral home with an on-site crematory and cemetery. Whether your need is immediate or you would like to plan in advance, our experienced, compassionate staff can assist you in designing an enduring memorial experience, burial, or cremation. Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers on Highway 280 in Camp Hill or online, alabamafuneralhomes.com.
Harbor Point Ship Store has everything to make your day on the lake more enjoyable. Come on out to the biggest marina on the water. They have pizza, hot dogs, burgers, and more. Get your gas, groceries, snacks, ice, and everything you need for a fun day on the lake. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned boat? Harbor Point has the best selection around of everyone's favorite Crest pontoons and Four Winds boats. Harbor Point also has a great selection of pre-owned boats. Come on out and take a look at Harbor Point, Marina Point Road in Dadeville. Get to the point.
Tires are important, and when getting a great price on tires, you want to get it right. So make the short drive to Wright's Tire in Sylacauga. Wright's Tire can get you any make or model of tire, and they make the drive worth it with volume pricing. Whether North Tallapoosa, South Talladega, or Coosa County, make the right choice, the right selection, the right service, and the right price. All at Wright's Tire on Fort William Street in Sylacauga. Call for a free quote, 256-245-7778, and get the right price on tires.
Hey, everybody, it's back!
Broken? Phone holsters.
Denim on denim? On denim on denim?
No, the sensation is back at Zaxby's.
I'll call ahead.
The Zensation Salad is back. And introducing the new Zensation Filet Sandwich Meal with hand-breaded chicken, Asian slaw, wonton strips, and citrus vinaigrette. Both served with an egg roll. The Zensation Salad and Filet Sandwich Meal. Only at Zaxby's.
On denim.
You already know the power and reliability of a Mahindra tractor. Get ready to meet their ATV and UTV lines. Haul more and tow more. Do more. Reaching speeds up to 60 miles an hour. Models have a 12-inch ground clearance and the ability to haul up to 1,200 pounds. There's a Mahindra utility vehicle and a model specifically to get the job done. Test drive today at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. Serving Tallapoosa, Coosa, Clay, and Talladega counties. 256-392-3613.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for only a couple more segments. In today's show, Jason Caldwell will join us in the final segment, round things out, talk to him a little bit, and make some final predictions on the game. Always something interesting.
The Falcons video, if y'all ain't pulled it up, that guy in the tunnel, they're terrible anyway, and I guess he's had enough. He's down there in the tunnel hollering at every one of them coming off. Having something to say to each one of them, they just keep walking. It's the funniest thing ever.
Don't look back at me.
One of them turned around.
Don't
look back over here at me. You need to keep walking.
Oh, me. Florida, a very important recruiting ground for Auburn. In Gus Malzahn's 6 or 7 recruiting classes, 35 recruits have come from Florida. Here's some guys that were big-time recruits for Auburn. Sean White.
Yeah.
I mean, he ended up playing, starting.
MVP of the.
Didn't end up working out.
MVP of the Under Armour All-American.
Yes, he was. Byron Cowart, #1 player in the country.
Hey, what's happened to him since preseason? Anybody heard from him?
I don't watch the Patriots much, but I mean,
I don't think he's been in the game.
I hadn't heard his name a lot.
Jeff Bill Belichick. Well, we're gonna evaluate what he's doing. We're not really pleased.
He's on the roster.
Yep.
Jeff Holland turned out to be. What's he done in the pros?
He kind of came on the scene pretty good, and I hadn't heard much from him either.
Yeah. Ryan Davis turned into a phenomenal little slot receiver for Auburn.
Yeah, he was a great player for Auburn.
Javaris Davis.
Still,
very solid player.
Yeah, very good player.
Carlton Davis.
Very good player.
And having a good NFL career.
Doing well with Tampa.
Eli Stove in 2016.
Turned again. Great player.
Without that knee injury, who knows where he would be right now.
That's right.
Missing a year. But Calvin Ashley.
Just didn't work out.
Didn't work out. Where's he now?
He's been to 3 or 4.
I mean, he's gone.
He's been.
Keeps going a little bit. He's going to end up back in high school. Maybe that's what.
He's somewhere getting hollered at by this guy in the tunnel at Atlanta.
Joey Gatewood.
Still don't know really.
Big question mark.
Yeah.
Anthony Schwartz.
Yeah, he's got a lot of potential still.
Look, so many people talked about, and his speed was, people said that he might be, the fastest recruit ever recruited by Auburn. Did you really think that he would have the impact that he's had?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either.
Holland has been cut multiple times in the league. Cowart has played in 2 games and has 1 tackle. Sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar.
Sounds eerily familiar, doesn't it?
So I guess he's,
I mean, seriously, when do you ever really see somebody go and have a long, extended amount of time being mediocre and then all of a sudden just become great? It doesn't happen very often. It can, but again, Jarrett Stidham was throwing dimes against preseason guys, and Byron Cowart was in there wreaking havoc on preseason lines. Now that the real season started, Jarrett Stidham comes in a blowout and throws 2 picks, and Bill Belichick's ready to cut him after the game, and then has to put Tom Brady back in the game to finish, which he didn't like having to do. And then Byron Cowart was just blowing people up and running through people like salt, and then all of a sudden he's like a ghost. He's non-existent. So Calvin Ashley's at Florida A&M.
Florida A&M, okay. Well, how are the Rattlers doing this year?
I didn't say it doesn't happen, Scott. I said rarely happens. And the Tom Brady deal was once in a lifetime. I mean, to do what he did.
But Tom Brady wasn't terrible.
No, he wasn't terrible. He was pretty. He's better than average. He just didn't pan out coming out of college to be a prototypical top-rated quarterback. He wasn't what you looked for. I mean, the guy is by far the best that's ever played now.
A lot of predictions. I see a lot of 31-17s, the 28-17, like 27-9.
I like the 27-9 score.
That's Auburn putting the chokehold defensively around.
That's slamming guys down too.
That would be a very dominating win on the road. Like we said, it's not a great week. There are some games, though, around the country. So about Central Florida, number 18 in the country. Kind of the mystique is gone after losing to Pittsburgh. They're on the road at Cincinnati. Cincinnati 3-1. Have been playing well.
You know, there's some teams that are decent in the American Conference this year. Tulane's good.
Yeah.
I mean, Cincinnati's
Army ain't
decent.
bad.
Army not bad. Central Florida. I think Central Florida needs to win this game to keep themselves solidified as the top of that conference.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Cincinnati, who is it, Luke
Fickell,
the head coach? I mean, he's got a lot of hype around him as being, a guy that maybe the next best thing. So we'll see what happens.
Iowa is
tonight,
on the road
by the way.
at Michigan. Yeah, that one's tonight. Iowa's at Michigan. Michigan's actually 4.5-point favorite.
The only other matchup outside of Auburn, Florida, matches two ranked teams together.
Iowa's undefeated.
I think I'm going to go Iowa on the road.
I picked Iowa.
I just think Michigan's horrible.
Yeah.
Who was that me and you picked the other day and we just missed it? Bad. I was thinking about something. You went, we'll go. It was the A's. Good Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
they were. Yeah.
I mean, that was horrendous. So.
TCU is at Iowa State. Nobody cares. How about Tulane at Army? Army's pretty good. Tulane, we've seen them up close.
That could actually be a pretty good football game.
It's only a 3-point line. I like Tulane to go in there and win, but if Army gets clicking, you never know.
You never know, man.
Yeah. How about Vandy at Ole Miss?
I mean, that's a big barrel of who don't care.
Ole Miss is a 7-point favorite. I tell you all you need to know about Vandy.
I'm gonna go with Ole Miss at home.
You got to.
Good Lord.
If they lose that one,
not picking Vanderbilt to go anywhere and win.
Georgia's at Tennessee, 24.5-point favorite. Do they cover?
Lady Balls have taken the place of the football team.
Does that upset Tennessee so they can actually?
Man, you could literally walk up and spit in their face. And it wouldn't do a lift.
We'll come back. And Jason Caldwell, hopefully, from inside the Auburn Tigers will join us. More to come right after this.
Mortgage Pro is the new standard for mortgage loans. While other banks are taking 45 to 60 days to close a loan, Mortgage Pro is making it happen in less than 15 days. Your mortgage loan goes from start to finish in less than 15 days. Mortgage Pro is able to make this happen by having the most advanced technology and a highly trained staff with over 98 years combined experience. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance your current mortgage, call Mortgage Pro and let our team go to work for you.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source. SignSource.
I am Lisa McClendon from Country Financial, and I have spent years in our community helping people protect their homes, cars, and lives. I am proud to be a member of the 2018 National Championship Team and a National Advisory Council member for Country Financial. Complete financial security does not end with just insurance. I am also here to help you plan for your financial future.
Together, we can help you set up a step-by-step plan to reach financial security.
Let's talk soon.
WOTM, your TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Ox Foundations. This week's matchup will feature the Thorsby Rebels versus the Fayetteville Wolves. Stay with WOTM through the postseason for live games all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the home of AHSAA Super 7, live from Jordan Hare.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Friday afternoon. Going to go to the phone line and welcome in our good friend Jason Caldwell from inside the Auburn Tigers. Jason, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, guys. How are y'all?
We're doing really well. Appreciate you joining us, Jason. In transit, going to Gainesville, Florida.
Pig.
Going to the it's about time for lunch, everybody.
Smells good from here.
It does. Jason, good to hear from you today. Auburn on the road at Gainesville, two undefeated teams, a top 10 matchup, good defenses on both sides, at least statistically. What is your read on the Florida Gators right now?
It's kind of incomplete. I just don't know. Auburn's been tested very well already this season. I don't think Florida has. I mean, they may have been, and we just don't know it. But I don't think that Miami and Kentucky compared to Oregon and Texas A&M away. So when I look at it, I'm just not sure how good this Florida team is. I think we know what this Auburn team's all about already, but for this Florida team, they haven't been able to run the football against okay teams. I just can't imagine them being able to run the ball against Auburn on Saturday, and if not, I think it makes it really tough to line up and beat this Auburn team if you can't run it a little bit. So for me, I look at it and I look at turnovers and Auburn's ability to run the football, stay out of third and long situations. So Florida can't get after the quarterback, and they can create some havoc. But a lot of times that comes by getting guys in third and longs. And I think if Auburn can avoid that, I think they're going to be in good shape.
Kyle Trask had to enter the game against Kentucky, and you got to give him a little credit for being able to, hold on and win that game or bring Florida back, actually, to win that game on the road. His numbers look good. He's over 77% passing, but he hadn't played a defense like this, Jason, as you just said. And I think that's the key to the game. Just your thoughts on Kyle Trask and what you think Kevin Steele's going to do to try to force him to beat his throwing.
Yeah, I think it's just that. I think it always comes down to stopping the run and making somebody one-dimensional. And so for me, that's what I look at in this game is Auburn's ability to put the game on his shoulders and make him stand back there and Auburn knowing him going to throw. That's the thing right now. It's pressure, and Auburn does a good job of getting pressure up the middle. And I think that's where Florida's offensive line is at its weakest. I think that's why they struggle running the football. And I think Derek Brown, Truesdale, those guys, this could be a game to get that. You get pressure in the quarterback's face. That's normally a good thing for a defense. So for me, I just look at it as, hey, don't let them have success running the football, make them one-dimensional, much like Mississippi State was. And hey, if they want to run it down, a couple of touchdowns, then so be it. But I think that's the key.
I may be overshooting this, Jason, but I just really feel like Auburn's going to have to play bad to lose. They got to help Florida if Florida's to win this game. I am concerned, with that being said, with how many times we put the ball on the ground per game, and I know Coach Malzahn's addressed that. I'm worried about that part of it. I think if we continue to do that, that's going to bite us in the rear end on a big game.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's any question that that's something that's been a focus, something that they've really spent a lot of time on, and it's involved security. And, we saw them early in the year. Special teams was a focus, and they cleaned those things up. I would expect them to clean this area up as well after, especially last week, and put the ball on the ground so many times. But no question that you can't go down here to Florida, turn the ball over, and give them opportunities. That's what they've done. And honestly, if they didn't have 24 sacks and 13 called turnovers, this is a team that's probably at best 3-2 right now. That's what's allowed Florida to be undefeated is the things they've done on defense. And if you don't allow that to happen, then I think you got a great shot at getting a win.
Jason, we had a question from one of our viewers. Maybe Robbie Ashford, maybe E.J. Williams, maybe wavering a little bit on their commitments elsewhere. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything on Robbie Ashford. Obviously, Auburn has Hale Garnett already committed, a kid from Lakeland, Florida, that I'll give a chance to see tonight. E.J. Williams, Auburn, continued to recruit him and has. They've got 4 wide receivers committed in this class, but he's a guy they would take if he decided, hey, I want to think about this again. But I haven't heard anything on him in Clemson. I would still bet that that's where he winds up.
Before we let you go, big weekend with Sharif Cooper committing, and we talked about it last Friday. You felt like he would announce, and he announced Friday night, and just kind of the buzz around Auburn basketball real quick.
Yeah, it's hard to beat getting a 5-star and a guy that is a dynamic player. I had a chance to watch him in the summer. And a little bit different style than Jared Harper. Jared was a blur, a guy that was up and down the court, had longer arms than Sharif does. I think Sharif is a more polished scorer than even Jared was coming in. Jared was a guy that could score in bunches. Sharif's a guy that's very under control, plays the game, can really shoot it. And so I think he's a scoring point guard, and I think he has a little bit different style of play. But big deal because there's so many of these kids that have been following him for a couple of years now. He's been on the radar, got a lot of contacts, and I'll be surprised if there's not a couple more of these big-name guys that end up coming to visit and Auburn getting there, at least a couple more in this class.
Well, Jason, we appreciate it, my man, and be safe. Enjoy the smoking pig. That smells good all the way through the phone, and then hopefully I'll get to run into you tomorrow down in Gainesville.
All right. Sounds good, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Jason.
Jason Caldwell from inside the Auburn Tigers. Only got about a minute left in the show today, Brett.
Yeah.
Auburn, 3-point favorite, 2.5-point favorite, depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
Going to number 10 team in Florida.
I like it.
You've been very confident about this game all week.
I have. I like it.
And look, the matchups, I think, favor Auburn. You look at the numbers, and while I think Jason said it, most of us look at it, and I think most everybody looks at Florida and just thinks they have been untested.
And I think also he mentioned that they could easily be 3-2 right now. And I know Auburn could have lost to Oregon too, but outside of that one, Auburn really hadn't. And you got a true freshman quarterback on the biggest stage in the country to open up the college football weekend, and he made an unbelievable throw. That kid grew up real quick. Florida, I mean, credit Trask for doing what he did at Kentucky, but they could easily, their defense and forcing turnovers. That's the thing that scares me. If Auburn didn't turn the ball over, I think Auburn wins by 2 touchdowns in this game, and I'm gonna go 35. I'm gonna go 35-20, something like that, somewhere around in there.
Jeffrey says 30-20, so he's right about yours.
Yeah.
I said 31-21
Yeah.
Earlier in the week. I'm going to stick with that.
Just don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Don't give them cheap stuff, and you'll be fine on the road.
I think we all kind of 34-17 from the booth.
There you go.
I mean, they all seem to be about the same. So that's going to pretty much wrap it up for us. Again, Auburn traveling down to Gainesville. That's on 2:30 on CBS on Saturday. That's going to wrap it up for the Auburn Blitz. Be sure to join us next Monday. We'll be on the air, same time, same channel. For Brett Pritchard, I'm Andy Graham. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.